I should have paid more attention. I was I was at a G2 conference a couple weeks ago, and long story, but I ended up sitting at a table with the CEO of G2. Thought he said he may have opened his API up for all of the data on G2 to be accessible by the search engines. But I also think that search engine or AI, it can kind of bypass the whole gated aspect now of a lot of these sites. Do you know any of the mechanics of how that might work, either kind of bypassing the gated information or even what G2 may have announced there?
Not 100%, but I do know that when that AI agents essentially can connect to API tools, and if they understand the API connectivity, they can vacuum out data. It's also a great place for LLM tool builders themselves to connect to API data sources. It's much faster and it's much easier than working with HTML data. HTML data can come with 90% of it could be bloatware or designware. In other words, layout, styles, fonts, colors, and these things do not matter to AI agents. And I think AI agents that of the future, like for example, Perplexity brought out its own browser for Mac OS called Comet. You can, instead of setting up a tab where you do a normal search, you can set up an agent and get them to do a number of processes like analyze data from API, which is going to be much more efficient.